Hi, NDSU students. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your HSA meeting today. And I appreciate your understanding as we're pre-recording these videos for you. But if you have any questions following up from today's meeting, would love to connect with any of you afterwards. So to introduce myself, my name is Mallari Ackerman. I am the Director of Sales at the Fargo-Moorhead Convention and Visitors Bureau, and I too am a Bison. I graduated in 2009 from the Hospitality and Tourism Management program. And my years at NDSU, I was very much involved in HSA and a lot of extracurriculars that sparked that interest in business and international tourism. I did my internship abroad. I actually was in London, England for a summer and came back to Fargo and worked in various hotels in our area and lots of different departments. I was in housekeeping and front desk and banquet serving for a while and sales. And so I kind of learned the ins and outs of a hotel, and that definitely helped spur my career path into working here at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. The best part about my job and working in hospitality is all of the different people that I work with on a daily basis. I'm taking COVID and setting it aside. Like, this is, normal times when we're working with tournament directors and convention planners. We're always seeking new possibilities to entertain new people who haven't yet been to Fargo and showing them around and explaining like, hey, this is a really great place to visit. So no 2 days are the same, which I love about my job, but it also is about the people. It's really exciting when people visit Fargo for the first time, and it's a really great joy. So the CVB also has some involvement here in the community. There's a couple of different things that we do. One is, you've maybe heard of recently, the Frostival events. So we were very heavily involved in bringing Frostival to Fargo, which was making cold cool again, and kind of bringing light to, it's winter here and we have lots of snow and it's cold, but there's still things to do. So we were kind of the catalyst in starting Frostival, and have since kind of passed the torch, if you will, to the park districts in Fargo-Moorhead and West Fargo. But also the CVB is very much involved with trying to promote the attractions to visitors and people here in our own community. We call it, experiencing the great outdoors, or experiencing your own backyard, if you will, because there are so many things that are right here in the Fargo-Moorhead community that a lot of people aren't even aware of. So we've done things like our Adventure Passport, which is 12 different attractions across the Fargo-Moorhead and West Fargo communities. So you can visit each one of these different places and get a stamp and a passport and turn it in for some prizes. So that's a recent promotion, again, that we're doing to definitely get people out and about and helping out those attractions that at this point aren't seeing a lot of business, mainly because of the pandemic, but just showing people that there are still lots of things that they can be doing in our area. And the last piece that I want to highlight is just the advocacy that we do at the Convention and Visitors Bureau as well. So we're always advocating for a lot of new and improved facilities and experiences for people to enjoy while they're here in Fargo-Moorhead. You may have heard that the Fargo Park District is expanding their complex in South Fargo. And so, there's going to be a multi-million-dollar facility in South Fargo that, that will be an open door for many athletes to be able to participate in different sports. And so that's another drive for people to come and spend money and stay in a hotel and really get involved with things to do here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. The other side of advocacy, at least for us in the meetings department, is more meeting space. So a convention hall that might maybe be more like 60,000 square feet of meeting space. Right now, the largest meeting venue in our area is the Holiday Inn. but we've realized year after year that there's a lot of meeting planners who just need more space. And so that is one thing we're lacking. And so our CEO is really pushing for having more meeting space at the Holiday Inn, at the Fargo Dome, and definitely downtown, as we're developing the Block 9 area, which is a fantastic addition to the downtown area. But if we have the new hotel that is being built there in the Radisson Blue, we're really hoping and pushing for a performing arts center. So there's a lot of ways that we can be involved in the community and already bolster up those local organizations that are already producing events and things that we can share with visitors and locals alike. So the next thing is how the pandemic has affected our daily work. If you can't tell, I am still working from home. So there's a lot of things that have changed for us. Obviously, the tourism industry has been hit very hard with the change that the pandemic has brought to us. So the main thing is obviously the CVB is funded by lodging tax. So not many people that are staying in hotels changes our budgetary restrictions and things like that. But on a day-to-day basis, as far as working with meeting planners, everybody's doing things virtually now. So we're trying to be creative in how we're offering different opportunities to visit Fargo, but maybe doing a hybrid event where they do virtual and in person at the same time. So lots of changes that are happening with the pandemic, but still happy to work with meeting planners that are interested in our area and just kind of keeping us on the back burner. So for any of you, my last suggestion, if you are looking at the possibility of joining the hospitality and tourism management program, just get involved. I'm so glad that you even took the step to be a part of HSA and join today's meeting. If you're considering being a hospitality and tourism management major, take a few of the classes. It doesn't hurt. There's a lot of great possibilities and job opportunities. And I know that it's a silly time to be saying that while we're in a pandemic that is really affecting the tourism industry, but it is a resilient industry and one that I know will bounce back. And so, everybody, if, everyone's saying like, I'm wanting to go on a trip and I can't wait to finally visit these people, or when this pandemic is finally, over, or I have the vaccine, I can finally go to Hawaii or wherever it is that you want to go. So people will still travel. And so it's an industry that isn't going anywhere. So I am so encouraged that you are here with us today, or even interested in the possibility. But if there are classes that you're interested in taking to kind of further that interest, I would definitely suggest doing that. So thank you so much for being a part of this meeting today. Again, if you have any questions about the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Fargo-Moorhead community in general, and what we're doing during the pandemic, or even what we're doing outside of the pandemic. The other thing, I will mention this at the very end. Now, I want to encourage anyone who does work at a hotel to be involved with the CVB's I Am Fargo-Moorhead program. So the I Am Fargo-Moorhead program is we take individuals who are front-facing with a guest or someone who's visiting. So if you're working at a front desk, or you are a server or a bartender, any of those things where you might interact with someone who's coming to Fargo for the first time. We take you around Fargo, show you a few of the things, all of those attractions that I was referring to on the Adventure Passport, and give you a little bit of a history of the area, so that if you're not from Fargo and you didn't grow up here, it's really hard to answer that question sometimes of, hey, this is my first time visiting. What should I do? Where should I go? What's the iconic thing to do? If you don't know the answer, it's really hard to come up with something. So to suggest, hey, have you seen the movie Fargo? Why don't you go see the wood chipper that was actually in the movie? It's at the visitor center. Or Have you ever been to the Yumcom Center? Did you know that that Viking ship actually sailed across the ocean to Norway? Some of those things that you don't realize are right here in your own backyard. It's a great chance to kind of learn a little bit more about Fargo-Moorhead and what we have to offer. So that's my little sales point for the I Am Fargo-Moorhead program. But again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your time today. And if you have any questions about Fargo-Moorhead or even the hospitality and tourism management program and my time with NDSU, would be happy to answer. So thank you so much. Have a great day.